Hello, Boss Word. Welcome to Boxing Blog Center. Breaking news. Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, has been upgraded to the number 2 spot in the Ring Magazine heavyweight rankings ahead of Deontay and only behind the unified heavyweight king of the whole wide world, Anthony Joshua, due to the fact that every member of their ratings panel felt he beat Deontay last Saturday. That's the recent news right now. So, Tyson Fury currently is now the second best heavyweight in the Ring Magazine rankings. He's the second best heavyweight in the world right now, behind only Anthony Joshua. I laugh in Chinese. Well, this is great news. Great news. It is kind of surprising that a guy that was off the ring for more than 3 years, or let's say for close to 3 years, came back, lost almost 150 pounds, and then fought two bums, Pianata and Ferry, went to America, Deontay backyard, and took him to school. Is just surprising. And I think Tyson Fury deserved the spot, definitely, as the number 2 best heavyweight in the world. There is no doubt about that. I mean, every boxing analyst, every boxing fans, know that Tyson Fury beat Deontay that night. There is no doubt about it. So now that he has been upgraded to number 2 spot in the Ring Magazine rankings, I wonder if he's going to get his Ring Magazine belt. That means Joshua will then have to fight Fury to get that belt. If Joshua fights Wilder, the belt might not be on the line, because before, remember, they said, the Ring Magazine said, if Joshua don't fight Wilder, the bet wouldn't be on the line, because Wilder was considered the second best heavyweight at that time. But now that the rankings has been upgraded, Tyson Fury now is the second best heavyweight in the world. Imagine coming off a 3-year layoff from drugs, alcohol, mental health issues, and problems, battling up in weight, and then beating a guy like Deontay. I mean, on paper, it's a draw, but everyone who really wants to say the truth knows that Tyson Fury outballs Deontay that night. There's no doubt about it. So I wonder what the Tyson Fury fans will say about this. The fanboys. I mean, the fans, Tyson Fury fans are very cool. Like my boxing fellow boxing analyst, big faces worldwide. He's a Deontay fan, and he's a very genuine and well-spoken guy. I like that's my brother from the USA. Nice guy. Go subscribe to the channel, by the way. So, but the fanboys, you know what I mean? The fanboys are different. I wonder if they're gonna cringe this time around and say, "What? They're gonna be very sad to hear this Ness of the boxing voice." I don't want to make sure the other guy's name. All other fanboys, you know what I mean? So they're gonna be very, very sad about this news, and maybe upset as well. Well, it's true. They know that Tyson Fury won the fight. I mean, for you to get a draw as a foreign fighter in a foreign soil, there has to be something fishy there, especially that judge who already scored the fight for Wilder even before the fight started. That Mexican judge. What was his name? Joaquim, something like that? I know his name is, but that judge has to be, thoroughly investigated. But the WBC have stated that none of the judges or none of the people that work with them will be investigated or asked any question regarding um, their decision, you know, and that is very sad. It clearly shows that the WBC is behind all this corruption, you know. They are a bunch of idiots, bunch of liars, and bunch of political entities, you know. So, like I said, Anthony Joshua still remains the number one heavyweight in the whole wide world and the whole universe until beaten by Fury or beaten by anyone else. Until then, he's still going to be there because looking at his resume, you have to respect the guy. You have to respect the guy. Go look at Joshua's resume. 22 fights, okay? Unified heavyweight king. You know, being in the game for like 5 years compared to Wilder has been in the game for more than 10 years. Fury has been in the game for more than 10 years as well. Let's say 10 years. Yesterday made it 10 years because Fury made his pro debut 10 years ago. Yeah, yesterday. So Fury has come a little bit far, but he's done well for himself. He's been able to maintain, you know, his career, you know. But a 3-year layoff really fucked him up in a way. But I think he's going to get his rhythm back. Fury is the second best heavyweight in the world behind Anthony Joshua. And Deontay Wilder is now the third best heavyweight in the world. Deontay Wilder keeps sliding down and sliding down. He's got to leave his ego aside and go work on his boxing fundamentals. That's the only way he can redeem himself. Because if he keeps depending on that power and right hand, at one time it's going to fail him even more. And that because in boxing you need more than power. That's why it's called boxing. It requires a lot of technique and the suicide as well. Deontay Wilder cannot box, and that's very sad to hear, in my opinion. I mean, for a boxing fan, I like Wilder as a person, but as a boxing fan, he doesn't really impress me in the ring. Especially when it comes to boxing, because he has no plan B, only plan A. His style is just one direction. So, I don't know what you guys think about this. Fury, now the second best heavyweight. He has been upgraded to the number 2 spot. Wilder now behind Fury. And Joshua remains the number 1 heavyweight king of the whole universe, guys. Like the video. Give your thoughts below. What do you think? Share. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Cheers, everyone.